What's up, everybody? It's Omar. It's 8:42 p.m. in the evening. Just wanted to recap my two plays for today. I'll start building a watch list. I'm not gonna go through a whole video, make it too long. I'm gonna try to keep this to 10 minutes. And what I'll do is I'll post my watch list to Twitter after the fact, so that you can see all the stocks I put on my watch list. But basically, today was the market was a little hotter than usual, and I had two plays today. So I have these scanners that I made myself. Thinkorswim is awesome because you can kind of like make up your own scanners and stuff. And my actual number one scanner is a very simple scanner that I use. It's actually the same scanner that I use to search for my plays for the following day. And one of the stocks that popped up on my scanner this morning was FCX. And you can see I have all these stuff because I was watching. So FCX popped up on my scanner. Let me just remove all this. Clear. And so I have this what's called a TTM squeeze scanner. So basically what it is this checks the 1 minute and 5 minute time frames, and basically the colors indicate that a stock is gaining strength. And when you see this light blue, that means a stock is gaining strength and there's a squeeze currently taking place. So I had caught, these were the stocks on my watch list for today. But when the market opened, I was, what was I doing? I don't know. I was doing something and I missed like the first minute or two. And then I looked in and I just caught, I don't know why, I just caught FCX just by luck, by sheer luck. And around about right, where did I catch? No. I'm trying to think. It was before market. No, the market opened and I caught, and FCX popped up on my scanner immediately. And I saw that it was gaining strength, and I've traded FCX before. And I saw it gapping like right at the market open. And I saw, right when I saw this squeeze taking place and all this volume came in, I said if it breaks 1350, I'm going to get in. And right here broke 1350, and at 9:31 a.m. I got in. I jumped in 2,000 shares because the volume was good. I felt very good about it, and just in this 1 minute candle, it almost 1 million shares traded. So it had a lot of volume, and that made me feel very comfortable. So I got in at 1350, and I just basically rode the trend up. Now what happened was, so I watch it, just this tremendous volume, and I see it go all the way up, and I see my profit margin go there, and I'm almost, I'm up over 1,000 at this point already. And I saw a pullback. Now I got greedy. Normally on this pullback I probably would have took profit or just closed my position and just been good with it. But what I did was, this is VWAP, and I saw that it pulled back, but not very much. Now if you notice here, if you're looking at the volume bars, you notice that there's a lot of green, meaning people are buying, but you see how minimal the selling is. And because I saw very little selling, it made me very comfortable here to think that this was going to have another leg up. And look, it kind of finds support here at like the 14.01 mark. And I said if it breaks below 14 or if it touches VWAP and it doesn't, breaks below VWAP, I'll just get out. But I have a feeling this is going to continue to go up. So, I had my trend line here, and I saw that it started, it was like starting to gap up. But you see right here, this right here is sort of acting as resistance, and you see it's kind of like topping, and that made me a little bit concerned because I was like, shit, maybe it's just gonna triple top and then come back down. But it got that little volume push that it needed, and it just gapped up. So I stood in, and I saw that this formed right here. You see it formed a higher low, and then it just kind of gapped up, and then people kind of took profit here, but it never came back down. You notice it just continued to move. So I just literally rode this. So, I put a trend line here, and I just rode the trend. I just basically rode the trend all the way up. and then I saw it, sort of starting to like pull back. It broke the trend. Now I should have took profit, but I don't know. I just felt like this thing could continue to go, because the reason why I felt comfortable that it could continue to move, a couple of reasons. One, it was above the 13 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Okay. Two, the volume. It was just so much volume coming in that I just was like, this thing is not even getting remotely close to VWAP. So it made me feel that there may have been another leg. So I just held all through this. I literally held all through this, and which is not really in my nature. And you see it kind of crawls up, pulls back. It forms a lower high here because right here, this acts as support. So a good trader, to be quite honest with you, at this point would take profit. You know, should take profit, should lock in the profit. And you see it breaks below this resistance point here, and that should have been the signal to but I was like, I'm gonna wait to see if it touches VWAP. And you know, it wasn't pulling back towards VWAP. So I was like, shit, I think this thing is gonna continue to go. And sure enough, if you notice here, it touches here 1441, gaps up to 1456, touches 1441. So it kind of like double bottomed, which is sort of a bullish sign. And boom, there goes another leg up. And you know, it took another leg up. So right here, this was high of day, which is 1470. And you know, each time a stock breaks high of day, it's gonna pop on everybody's scanners. So you know, it gaps up, it breaks out, it pops on everybody's scanners. And I saw it continue to go up and right into this, because I figured like it wasn't gonna get to 15. Like people were gonna start taking profit. So right in here at 14, I think it was 1495, I got executed, and I made over $3,000, like $3,300. So you know, it was a fantastic trade for me. And you know, and you can see here, like it, you know, it kept topping at that 1499 level. That's no accident, folks. Whole numbers are psychological resistance barriers to people. So that's why, you know, people were you know, taking profit. That's why it can never break that 1499 area. And you can see it kind of came down to 1470. Could have been a good short, and it's holding. So you know what, tomorrow, you know, you may see another push, you know, because it's kind of holding its highs. It's holding this key support level, you know, 1470. You know, I would look to see if it bounces off 1470, it could push past 15. And you know, you should always look at the yearly and see where it's at. So you know, right here it looks like, you know, 1530 is this next resistance point. So there's no reason why this thing can't push up to 15, but it will pull back. You know, and then if you want, you can see on the yearly, like where's the RSI. So on the yearly, it's over. Look at this, the RSI is at 80. So you know, it's gonna pull back. And this stock will absolutely pull back. It'll be a tremendous shorting opportunity. You know, is it tomorrow? Maybe. You know, but definitely this week. You know, it'll pull back. So that will absolutely be on my watch list for tomorrow. This stock. And the other play that I had. Well, let me go. I already put that date up. So let's put this 7/26, and we'll put FCX. All right, so that'll be on the watch list. I'll put like 5 stocks on the watch list, and then I'll build I'll add it to Twitter. The other stock that I traded, and this was just sort of luck, not luck, but so if you watch my videos, a couple of days ago I made a watch list. RETA was on my watch list, and I was showing you how I said, you know, we put alerts on the watch list in the event a stock breaks above or below key support level. So if you watch this, what I did was 2 days ago, I created an alert. I went to here, create alert, and I was showing everybody that if the mark is at, or I put below 1312, you know, short stock, right? Well, and guess what happened today? Today I got an alert on my phone that told me, it popped up, bing, you know, stock was at 1312, and you know, I pulled up the stock immediately, and I saw it was you know, gapped up, and then it came back down, and then right in this candle, once it broke $35, once it broke, you know, 35, the whole number $35, and it went to $34.99. I already had a limit order set there, and I got to execute it, just 200 shares, and I rode this all the way down. Oh, this bad boy, look at this, it just completely collapsed all the way down to 32. You know, it closed at 32.50. You know, and why did it bounce at 32.50? Because 50 is a whole number. It's a psychological resistance barrier. I covered over here like in the 30. I think it was like 32.90. I covered. You know, so not bad. You know, so you know, I made a few $100s there, about close to $600. So not a bad trade at all. So those are my 2 trades today. Now, now in terms of building the watch list, you know, I look for stocks between 20 cents and $90. All right, with the minimum volume of 500,000 shares at up 5%. Okay, And you know, these are all the stocks. I mean, the market was hot today. A lot of stocks moved. All right, I'm not gonna go through this whole list because this video would be forever. I'll tell you right off the top, the stock to watch tomorrow that's gonna be on everybody's thing is AMD. AMD just reported earnings, and look at it after hours. Stock went from $13 to $15 because it reported some good earnings, and it broke its yearly high. So if I look at the yearly chart, 1555 was the yearly high. It's up above that. And if you look at the yearly RSI, it's only at 59, so it's gonna run tomorrow. I think it's gonna break. I think it'll break $16. Will it hold? I don't know. You know, you gotta go back. So let me show you guys something. I'll look at the 20-year chart. If you look at the 20-year chart, oops, and we'll just do month, make it simple. All right, this stock back in 2000 was up at $45. And you know, in 06 it was in the 40s, but right now it's at that 1570 mark, and its next resistance point, if we look at here, is 15. Is this what's the high of this candle? 1619. So this has the room to get to that. So you know, be looking for that key number tomorrow. But I think on the news, people are gonna buy. Buyers are gonna come in, and it's holding the support level right here. See, it seems to be holding the support level of what is this? 1554. So, you know, if it holds this key support level, it looks like, you know, at the market, it's going to spike. It's going to be a great pullback. You know, I think at some point it'll present some great shorting opportunities. But this can run tomorrow, you know. So that's probably, and I think this is the #1 play. This is going to have more volume than any other stock tomorrow. So keep your eye out on AMD for tomorrow. All right, and I'll just look at a couple of stocks on the watch list, and we'll just add like 3 or 4 more, and then I'll build it and just put it on Twitter for you guys. So basically what I do is I just look to see, you know, the percentages, and I just go through the stocks. Like this stock had 3 million shares traded. It went from $12 to $16. It had a crazy move. The RSI is over 70, so you know, tomorrow this may be a good short. You know, if there's shares available, you know, you maybe want to take it for a ride. And it stopped at that whole number. Right now it's at 1595. So you know, if it doesn't break 16 tomorrow, it might be a good short. And you know, you always look at the year, look at the yearly. You know, 1597 seems to be its previous resistance point. So you know, I would be looking to see if I can short this tomorrow. It might pull back tomorrow. I don't know what the news is. Maybe it runs, but you know, it might be worth looking at for a possible short. IBIO, dog shit. Yeah, let me put the 5-day 5-minute chart. IGC, you know, it's moving, but this is crap. You know, it's a crap company. I don't know what's the catalyst to make it move. Maybe it had some good earnings. I don't know. I have no idea. But you know, you can take a look to see. I'm not gonna put it on the watch list. This is dog shit. SDRL. Yeah, this is an oil company. So because oil was up, because Saudi Arabia said they were gonna cut production, that's what drove Seadrill higher. Now, is it gonna go up more tomorrow? I don't know. You know, this is a stock that I've traded before. Clear drawing set. You know, it's at this 51. It's had 4 green days, so you know, I don't know if it's gonna have a 5th one. You know, it's possible, but you know, it has some resistance along the way. Its next resistance point seems to be about 61 cents on the daily. So you know, it has some room to run. We'll put it on the watch list because it's holding its highs. It's up after hours. But be very careful if you trade this tomorrow. All right. We'll keep going. BKS, Barnes and Noble. It's too bad that company will go out of business soon. Mara, nope. SVU, yeah, I seen this. I was thinking about trading this, and I was watching it. I didn't get a chance to trade it though. I'll put it on the watch list, you know, to look to see tomorrow. It may be a good short. See if you can find shares to short. ASPS, nah, no value. FCX, yeah, absolutely. Oh, I already have it on there. CRC had this nice move up, 3 million shares traded. Look at all that. It went from 7 to 886. You know, if you look at the yearly, you know, this is a stock that's been as high as $23. It was at its yearly low, 664, and it's just kind of been grinding up slowly. It's getting more volume. You know, this stock can continue to move. I mean, its next resistance point is it already broke it. It's basically up at it in 891. So if it could break 891, this can break $9. You know, and it looks good on the yearly. It looks like it's poised to continue to move. So I'll put this on the watch list for you guys tomorrow. And let's see. So there's a bunch of other stocks here. I'm not gonna go through this because I'll be here all freaking night doing this. But CFMS kind of had this nice move. IFON, AKS had some nice, yeah, it had nice movement. Look at that, it says 696. We'll put this on the watch list. AKS is very volatile. Be careful with this. It's great to play long and short if you know patterns, you know. It has this range. It trades in this range. But this is a stock that I honestly think will be back down at $6 or even in the fives. But it had its first big green day. Let's see what happens. And if you look, you see how it has a green day, and then it pulls back, green day, then pulls back, green day, then pulls back. It has a habit of doing that. So we'll see. Look at this big green day, and then it pulls back. So I expect tomorrow it'll probably present a nice shorting opportunity, unless there was some great news on it. I don't know. AKS Steel results. Also, there was a result. You would have to look at it, but I'm assuming 6% gain. Top street market sales. Oh, so I guess it had good earnings. So looking, people are holding and buying and longing. So we'll see what happens. You'll see what happens. I think it's gonna pull back, but we'll see. And then we have these other stocks. Look at this. It was 79 cents, and now it's over $1. So it's been moving. Take a look, and maybe it's worth a swing. I'll put it on there just so it can be on people's radar, and you can do your own homework. All right, so I'll continue to build this out. There's probably gonna be a lot of plays. I mean, the market today. Look at this SGMS, which was on my watch list yesterday. So I don't know if for today I didn't play it. I wish I would have, because this thing ripped from $34 to $39. Crazy. So take a look. This thing was $25 5 days ago, which is insane. That's why don't believe the bullshit that people tell you that you got to look at these penny stocks. Remember, these guys are rich because you pay for their product. So when you see Cameron Foose traveling the world, he's not traveling the world because he's trading. He's traveling the world because you're paying. You're giving him $200 a month to watch him trade. Same thing with Tim Sykes and all these guys. So don't believe that bullshit. All right, SCNS and FLKS and these other stocks. Some of these look good. ASNA, I've traded this before. MRNS, SALT, TLRD. DDS, Dillard's. Yeah, Dillard's was, it had crazy movement. I'll put this on the watch list too. CCR. So, I'm continuing to put these. Now, the reason why these stocks go on my watch list is because, I'm expecting them to be volatile tomorrow. And look, I could look at a lot, but I'm even looking and knowing it's not even worth looking because they're choppy. Like a stock like this, I wouldn't know how to play this dog shit, I want to see stocks with volume that are trading above their normal range with nice volume, with a nice pattern to look at. A lot of these stocks, I don't know what they're gonna do. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at these stocks, and a lot of these I can look at them and I can tell just by looking at them I don't like the pattern. This one I like. It has nice range, a lot of volume. And you can look how overextended. It went from 33 to 36. So what I like to do sometimes, look at the yearly and see, is it over 70? Yeah, you know what? So it's over 70. It's had this big green day. It'll probably present a nice shorting. If the spread is not crazy, because some of these high price stocks, the spreads be nuts. They be like 10 cents, 20 cents. I stay away from stocks like that. If the spread is more than 5 cents apart, I stay away. And I don't even like to trade stocks with 5-cent spreads. I usually, I like 1 cent spreads. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. So these are the stocks that I'm gonna put so far. I got on my watch list. I'll finish this off. I didn't want to make this video too long. All right, so I'll post it and upload it in the next couple of minutes. All right, so have a good night, folks. Follow me, subscribe, watchotrade on Twitter and on YouTube. Join the Bullish Bears group on Facebook. That's where I'm a part of. Follow them too, and have a great evening.